gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. We are today Monday, January 7th, 2019, and the topic discussion that we are going to have today, we're going to be talking about how to stay empowered. I wanted to bring this topic discussions for people who need a little bit of motivation, a little bit of uplifting on my channel. So the first thing that I talked about being empowered, I said declutter friends, family, negative thoughts. I find that when you are in solitude, it's going to grow you a lot. When you are able to be in solitude, and by being in solitude, I really talk about solitude. I'm talking about being alone. I'm talking about locking yourself in your house and you're not seeing anyone. When you can declutter your mind, then you have the different perspective of different people. Then that's when you are analyzing everyone around you. You're analyzing your friends, your relatives, your associates, your co-worker. And after that period of decluttering, whether you stay a month or whether you stay 2 months or 6 months or however long that you need it, after that period of decluttering, you're going to see who you need to cut in your life. You're going to see who are not really bringing anything to you, and you're going to have the possibility to start fresh, whether it is with family members, whether it is with friends, whatever, whomever. The second thing I said, identify the cause of your unhappiness. In order for you to stay empowered, you have to figure out, okay, what makes me so unhappy? Why am I so unhappy? What is the cause of my unhappiness? Maybe it's a job that you have that you hate. Maybe it's the environment where you live that you don't like. Maybe it's just the way of the world that is going on that you just want to take some time for yourself and reflect on your own strength. So whatever it is, you need to figure out, okay, why am I so unhappy? Because a lot of time people are saying, oh, I'm not happy. But then it's kind of like when other people are reaching out to them so that they can either help them or give them tools to overcome that sadness, they don't even know what makes them unhappy. So you need to figure out, okay, what makes me unhappy? The third thing I said, remove it. You need to remove whatever makes you unhappy. You're going to have to cut it out. You need to remove that. You need to remove whatever doesn't make you unhappy. Cut it out from your life. 4, I said, surround yourself with positivity. Read books, journal, watch motivated videos, do things that bring you joy, and then I say pray. Very, very, very important. You need to surround yourself with positivity. These days, as I always mention, you can't really have a lot of excuse. The excuse a lot of time is right here. It's in your mind. These days, you can just create your own world virtually. You could create your own families virtually. You could just do everything that you have. If you feel like people that are around you are negative, then you can empower yourself by reading different books, staying online and reaching out to people who are motivating and following and saying things to yourself like, this is how I'm going to be, this is what I want for myself. Like, you really have to do these things. You have to keep a positive mind, but you also have to keep around you people that are extremely positive as well. So the next thing I said, do what brings you joy. Of course, anything that brings you joy, do it. If you can journal, I love to journal. I talked about write it down, make it happen. So you guys know that from 2015 till now, I have about 4 to 5 journals that I totally done every day whenever I feel like it. Journaling helped me a lot. It helped me put my thoughts on paper, my emotions on paper. If I'm angry, if I'm sad, if I'm happy, it makes me feel like I'm sharing with the journal what's going on inside of me. So journaling works a lot for me. So I don't know what's going to work for you. Maybe for you it's going to be drawing, maybe it's going to be playing the music, maybe it's going to be talking to someone, maybe it's going to be taking a walk. Whatever fits you, whatever rock your boat, but you need to do that. So I said, do your own vision board. Envision yourself the way you see you. Write your goals, objectives, stay clear and focused, leave room for flexibility. This morning I worked on my vision board and I'm so super excited because today we are at the 7th. So I already did my goals and my objective for the year, but I hadn't done my vision board. And everybody that I follow here on YouTube have done a vision board. So I wrote down on my journal, on my agenda, do your vision board. So I woke up today and I drank coffee. Usually after coffee, I write on my journal and I looked over at my agenda to see what I have planned for the day. And then it was like 9:50 and I said, just let's do the vision board. So I worked on my vision board for 1 hour. And after I was done with it, I was so freaking happy because I felt like, oh, like, I don't know, I started smiling. I'm not going to show you my vision board. I'm going to show you my vision board at the end of the year. That's when I'm going to show you my vision board. We're going to see what manifested. So do your visuals of it, and it doesn't of it so that every morning I could just like watch the videos of the vision board. I could look at the picture, but initially it's going to be something for myself because as we talked about, you know, you never know who really, I mean, not to put anything negative in our mind, but you don't know how people feel about you. You don't know how people feel about your dreams. You don't know how people really feel about your vision, you know, and then, you know, you wanna wait until you look at or share your vision board. You want it to be something for yourself, especially if you have like super duper like huge and big dreams. You really want to make sure that you're doing something that is for yourself because you never know how things are going to turn out. So I said, so we talked about staying clear and focused. This morning I'm part of like a spiritual group, so I was discussing about how I manifested to come to Haiti so fast. Like I told you, it was like in a blink of an eye. And one thing that I realized, because this is one thing that I want to stay focused on, because me having to come to Haiti so fast and so quickly, even now still continuing to manifest certain things, I realize that it's just the fact that I have been clear and very focused and saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is when I want it. This is exactly how I want it. And it actually manifested. So try to stay clear and focused as well. So then I said, leave room for flexibility. We talk about that. Well, I think I mentioned it in some of the vlogs that I did prior to me coming to Haiti. I think around 2016 when I was back in the States. I talked to you and I said to you that, you know, I felt like I was too rigid in a way. You know, it's kind of like I had a vision and I felt like the vision was supposed to happen the way I wanted it to happen. A lot of times things are going to happen, but they're not necessarily going to happen the way you envision it. It's going to come, but it may come in a very different form. So leave room for flexibility. Leave room for if something else comes up that's still going to lead you in your final destination, but that is like a little bit different. You want to leave room for flexibility. Okay, so the last thing that I wrote, I said take a break. That's the last thing that I wrote. I said take a break. I said relax. Don't overstress. Let the gods work their magic. Trust the process. And lastly, enjoy the journey. Now, this is something that even if I'm sharing this with you, I'm not there yet. When it comes to overthinking, I'm the queen of overthinking. Talking about overthinking, talking to the point where, you know, anxiety is kicking in. Unfortunately, I'm there. So, but the reality is like you need to let go. You need to know that things are going to happen. You need to know that, okay, you know what? I know for a fact that I'm going to get where I want to go. You need to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm very positive about where I'm going to go in this life. So don't overstress, don't overthink, you know, let go. You understand that you already plan it. You understand that you've already envisioned it. You've already done the work. Now, it's one thing if you haven't done the work, but if you know that you have done the work, then you understand that, yes, I have done the work. I have put in the effort. So that's okay for you, right? So I said, trust the process. You need to trust the process. You need to trust the process. You need to trust that, yes, I have done that. And then I said, enjoy the journey. That's one thing that I'm realizing, even with me doing my work and doing everything. I think a lot of times, what is going to take away from the joy is when you're not enjoying the journey. Life is a process. When you choose to do something, you have to tell yourself that this is what I chose. And when you choose to do it, then you have to enjoy the journey. Whether you choose to be married, a lot of people want to be married, but then they realize that it's not so much that they realize they don't want to enjoy the journey and the ride of being married. You got to accept that. If you want a certain particular life, then you got to enjoy the journey that's going to take you there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic discussion. I hope you also gained something out of it. Just as whenever I feel like I need a little dose, I actually go back to these videos and watch it. Thank you so very much for watching. I wish you a great afternoon, evening, night, morning, whenever you watch this video, and I will see you in the next.